Alright, and welcome everyone to the Banner Saga 2. Let's play the Banner Saga 2. This is going to be a continuation of my first Let's Play series, the original Banner Saga, and we're going to be taking control of Rook, our main protagonist who just lost his daughter in, this one takes off right after the epic fight at the ending of Banner Saga 1 versus Bellower, where Rook's daughter ends up being killed in the process. So, spoilers, but I think the curtain's off for that one. Anyways, we're going to get into this one. We're going to be doing a hard mode playthrough, and we're not going to reload. So if we fall in battle and we lose a lot of clansmen, we're just going to keep going, and this game saves after every decision. So we're not going to do any reloads. We're just going to go straight through it and enjoy the experience as much as we can. So let's get started.
Tíminn líður áfram, eins og straumþung á sem fleytir okkur áfram. Time continues washing over us, moment after moment, like waves on a coast. Some more fierce, more violent than others. So few of my kind, the giant war, remain alive. Even so, I find myself wondering if humans, while able to bear children, suffer more for the loss of loved ones. Several weeks have passed since we slew the Sundren known as Bellower, but the chaos of the world did not wither as we hoped. The world is breaking. We sail aboard hastily crafted ships for the safety of Arberrain, the human capital. But the river curses us with a clear view of the dreads, assaulting another hopeless village.
So we're going to jump right through this tutorial. Basically, it just goes over turn movement at the bottom, basic movements, actions you can perform. For those unfamiliar, basically in the Banner Saga, your strength doubles as your health, so the healthier you are, the more damage you can do. And it's kind of a unique gameplay mechanic that I haven't really seen in many other games. So, in terms of how battles will play out, it's not always beneficial to instantly kill some of the enemies. Sometimes it's better to leave them at low health so that they waste up enemy turns. But we'll talk about that all during combat. We'll just get through this. So the willpower mechanic allows you to do extra damage, use your will to do extra damage, or use your special abilities. Every character from the first game has one special ability, and I believe in this new one you get a second ability when you level up your character past rank 5. Alright, so Rook just ran headfirst into battle. And he's super outnumbered, supremely outnumbered. Let's see here. Get rid of this ranged guy first. Hope was a problem when we're weaving in and out. It gets too close. It's gonna take a while to whittle all these guys down. We're just gonna weaken this guy for now. He's gonna go next, but if he comes at us, he can only break our armor. So we're gonna let him walk around a little bit. So we brought him down towards us, and he's going to be blocking the path to this enemy soon. So now we're just going to sidestep over here. And use this guy as a shield. Sidestep right back. Alright, so now we can start whittling them down. They're all out of armor pretty much. Oops. So we're just buying. We gotta wait for these guys' turns to go by. Alright, perfect. this way. Kill out the guy calling in reinforcements. We're gonna take a shot here. Hopefully no more than 2. Okay, completed our armor break. So we just gotta be careful with this guy. He's still full health. So I think a lot of them might be calling in reinforcements on their next turn because they're so low. Alright. That's that. So there you go. Rook's a badass. Ivor and other fighters arrived as he killed the last dredge willing to stand against you. Rook, the Varl says, looking around. Why? You turn to him, but are overwhelmed by fatigue and drop to your knees. I should look like a legend right now. So Ivor moves you past a crowd of worried villagers, ensuring you can stand on your own. I don't know what you were. He stops speaking as the village chieftain approaches. A Varl leader, saving a human village from those things. Legends are made of much less. No Varl leader, just Ivor. Those things were dredge, like the stories you probably heard as a kid. And it was Rook here who ordered us to stop. Forgive me, maybe it's this never-setting sun, or the dredge, or the deaths of so many of my clansmen. I'm not myself. The man's eyes appraise you, and he quickly nods. I'm Aleo, the Skald. Were you trying to drive the dredge all the way back to the north by yourself? So Rook, having just lost his daughter, is going to be a lot of... I think it's going to be pretty silent and pretty full of anger. So the Skald looks back and forth between you and Ivor, unsure on how to proceed. So Ivor, we heard rumors about the Sunder Bellerer attacking Bosgard. More than a rumor, he's been dealt with. By your clan? Your Sunder Slayers? The term makes Ivor wince, and ends Aleo's excitement. But what about the deep shaking in the ground? Only yesterday we felt a rumble like none before. Nothing again. Ivor looks at you expectantly and sighs. All these questions, I'm being rude. Please, join us. Let us feast in your honor. No time for that. We should be going. Nonsense, you've just arrived and defended us. Don't insult us by leaving before we can thank you properly. I meant all of us should be going. Your people too. Not to sound ungrateful, but this place, it's all we have. It's our home. Nod quietly. No, we didn't risk ourselves so the dredge could kill you tomorrow. The Skald looks around at the small huts of his village. Since Rook's not talking, I'm telling you to pack and get on the ships now. Aleo looks back and forth between you and Ivor before nodding. Packing and tending to our dead will take some time. but I'll have everyone on the ship soon. Aleo heads off to the village to organize supplies. More than the world will break if I'm left to do all the talking. However, one of the giants known as Varl has fought Dredge in the northern winters, personally killed the Sunder Rays, and lost an arm to the Sunder Bellower. He has been by your side through everything, including the death of your daughter. Now you feel the weight of his full attention. What you pulled out there, fighting the Dredge alone, was that tied to a lead at all? They'll pay for taking her from you. Not much of a plan. I don't care about a fond plan. They killed her. Bellower killed her and we killed him. And she's still gone. I shouldn't have let her fire that arrow. Maybe that's why you charged into those dredges alone. You think you deserve to die. Only the lapping waves on the bank disturb the silence. I felt the same way back on the bridge in Anartov. What changed your mind? Not sure it had changed, but these people, they need a leader. That better be enough to change yours. He walks towards the village, leaving you alone with your thoughts. The traveling merchants are surprisingly well stocked. Ubin, the old Varl, dubbed Scrivener, says, "Since Bosgard, our numbers have grown. People have scavenged for food and eaten too. Regardless, we'll need plenty of supplies considering our destination." Thanks. Of course, he says. Oh, almost forgot. There's something ruffling the feathers of the ravens. The mercenaries who followed us from Bosgard. Chat with their leader, Balvark, but be careful. He's not like other Varl. Alright. Let's get on our way. Stocking up on supplies. We have a lot of renown from our previous save game. And it looks like we have some items here that I haven't seen before. Attacks never deflected. Sunstone. That's pretty cool. 2 break, 1 move, 1 armor on rest. So we're going to pick up this Hunfang. Let's hit the road. We have 30 days worth of supplies. Oddly, your former chieftain's widow is demonstrating fletching an arrow to a few people as you approach. Give us a moment, will you? The group walks away as Oddleaf stands and wipes loose feathers from her tunic. I doubt you're here to explain your actions with Dredge. Do I need to? She looks at you in silence for a moment, before clearing her throat. I wanted to discuss the clansmen. They're good at scavenging for food while we travel, but we could always use more fighters. But training them takes time. I'm not sure we have much of that to spare. You'll just have to find a balance that works. We're okay for now, but who knows how our needs will change. I see, thanks. You turn to leave, but Oddleaf places a hand on your shoulder. We should talk, Rook, at some point. Talk about what? You. Not the leader you, but the man I knew from Skover. She gives you a faint smile and returns to her fletching. So a new addition they have in this game is that your clansmen can scavenge for food during travel. In the previous game, you kind of just led them along and they didn't do much. You had to protect them, but in this one, they'll actually find supplies on the road, so you guys are less likely to starve if you have a bunch of clansmen. The Varl mercenary leader Balvark and a rather large female fighter are talking to Juno, a member of the Spellweaving Vendors Council. Balvark looks annoyed, nothing unusual. There's no haggling on this. You already accepted the offer in Bosgard. Get this one to do it. Get me to do what? If Juno is surprised by your presence, it doesn't show. She continues to stare straight at the bar. Rook is seeing to the survival of this caravan, something I doubt you care to do. He won't be seeing to anything much longer if he keeps fighting like he did earlier. I don't know what she's talking about. I just took down 8 dredge by myself. The Valka turns to you with a brief smile. I'm glad you're not easily provoked. Unfortunately, what we were discussing stays between us for now. Her look at Balvark says she expects him to keep it private. Ivan needs my help with healing the wounded, but we should leave soon. See Hakon at the docks when you're ready. Gino leaves without another word. Fawn Valka, one of these days Claw and Fang will get thirsty for Spellweaver blood. Claw and Fang? His axes. The large axe heads are polished, the blades sharp, and the cheeks scarred from plenty of use. But it's the grey handles that stand out. They're unlike anything you've seen before. How long are you going to let Juno tell you what to do? You avoid his goading. Only to Arborang, then his King Maynard's job. Like he's got the answers to any of this. He'd really piss himself if he ever saw a dredge. The pig-tailed fighter laughs. Have we met? I'm Fulka, a shield maiden in charge of keeping the ravens alive. Bolvark gives her a stern look, but she doesn't back down. I already know who you are, chieftain. I heard there's a problem I should know about. The Varls seem to grow taller and more wild as he takes a step towards you. You stopping to save every fawn idiot along the river will get us all killed. It makes more sense to only stop the ships when we need supplies. And get rid of half of these useless people too. They're slowing us down. The river dictates our speed. You've got rowers, use them. I'd hate for an accident to happen out on the water. Bolvark snorts, and turns his attention to a large sealed cart behind him. His bear cloak back indicates the conversation is over. So let's try to get our morale up a bit. We've got 30 days worth of supplies. The wooden planks of the well-used docks creak as you walk across them. Hakon, a warrior recently acknowledged as king of the Varl, paces on the docks. Not sure I was made for this, he says as you approach. Commanding in battle is one thing, but deciding how many chickens we need to bring? We've both made harder decisions. True, Hakon says, but usually I'm following orders and only thinking about where to swing my axe. Now every decision affects the next, he pauses, then laughs deeply. Wagner, my last kender, would have given me grief about thinking at all. A dark mood washes over him. His death remains a mystery, but I'll figure it out. Let's sail. After lighting the funeral pyre, the last villagers find seats on your rickety longships, built of scrap wood scavenged in Bowsguard. The ravens find space around a large cart on their black-sailed vessel. Oars slowly move all the boats into the river.